Hello, this is Sass from Copia Stars, and this is a reading for Wednesday, the 11th of February. If you're not getting this on the 11th of February, don't worry, the reading's still for you. It's a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're new or returning, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you. Let's jump right in. So it's Aquarius season. That's the 11th of February today, which is Wednesday. I thank you very much for your patience with me over the last week. It's been a little bit of a hairy one. If you read or watched yesterday's reading, you'll understand why. And let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. So general reading, general energy for the reading is integration, subtlety and thoroughness with the mortar and the pestle, mixing everything together, integrating, whether it's with your community or workplace. Wisdom, purification and harmony. That one came up yesterday, and I really do feel that there is a need for cleansing your life at the moment in your home. Oak tree, which is power, courage and strength. You are in a massive path of power at the moment. The energy is insane, so jump on it. New beginnings and expansion. It's now's the time. If you've been thinking about making big changes to your life, big career changes, love changes, just friendship changes, patience and reassessment is there. I think it is time. You're getting clarity. Butterfly, transformation, joy and transience, beauty. Yeah, I really, it's massive changes. This energy is just, I feel like it's electric almost, like you're just catching lightning. that's how it feels to me. Excuse me, I'm a little bit cold in here, so I'm just going to put my shawl around my shoulders. Put the heating on, but I've literally not long walked through the door, so it's a bit cold. So let's see what the Life Happens deck has. One of those is already sat upright, which is change from the previous shuffle. Well, 2 butterflies. I'm going to take that as a sign that change is coming. Don't like these cards. I liked all the positives, but life isn't like that, is it? Okay. Getting better. There's big changes here. Big changes. Yeah. Getting a really good story here, So, I don't know whether this is work, love or friendship, okay? But, or all three. You could be like in a mega change. But I do feel like you have, is this thoroughness here? Oh, and wisdom, purification. You've got power and courage. I think you're finally at your fuck it stage. Excuse my French. But I think there's this kind of like, you're done like trying to make things work. You're done being the friend that's always making first contact. You're done being the work colleague that's doing all of the work while everybody's sitting on their phones. You are done picking up the pieces because people won't take responsibility for their own shit. Oh, I'm swearing a bit today. I just think that you're like, you need a holiday. You need a complete change of friend group, work, lover. The hater, I think, is you hating the situations that you're in. There's a reading here, and I think it's like maybe work's changed its policies and they don't align with you anymore. Maybe you just found out that your friend is like hugely opposite to you in political thinking, and it just doesn't align. It's almost like, you're discovering that things aren't what they seemed. Quaking Aspen is the herbiary card, and it says here, despite the trembling of her leaves, Aspen isn't really scared. How do I know? Because deep underground, all aspens hold hands. To our eyes, aspen trees are individuals, but their roots and their hearts are one. This is not a mere metaphor. Aspens grow in what's called a clonal colony, sending out underground suckers to find a lovely spot to sprout a sister tree. Aspen groves are among the largest and oldest single organisms on the planet. When you see an aspen quivering, it's often with laughter. She giggles gently at the human race, who seem to have forgotten that deep in our roots, we too are as one. Aspen asks us to root into this sense of connection so that we can let go of our fears. I think you're needing to connect with like-minded souls, this integration. Maybe like if you're a crafter, or you need a 12-step, you know, I think there's like a fellowship needed here, of like minds and common ground. But you're growing, you're changing. The oak tree here is growth for me. Plants growth, buds growth. You've grown as a person over the winter and well over the several years, I feel, as well. And you're just done. You're just like, you know what, this path I'm on isn't for me. And the naivety comes because I think you're a little bit scared. Because you've been doing this for such a long time, to sort of suddenly change tack, you know. It's like going to a new city that you've never been to before, and all the worries of what's there, you know, that kind of. But I think you just need to get out of your comfort zone. I think you need to figure that you love yourself a lot, and you need to realise that it's good. Your hard work is paying off. You know, things are getting better. Things will get better for you. I'm drawn to pull a starseed card, so let's do that. Hiraeth. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Hiraeth is a Welsh word that isn't actually translatable into the English language, but it is the feeling of a deep sense of connection with your homeland and a longing for it. There's no one word to describe that in the English language. It's like it's the deep. I don't know if you've ever lived in Wales or you've ever been to Wales, but once you feel that the energy that only the only Welsh homelands have, you'll never forget it, and there's always a longing to go back and see it. So Gong, an exciting event. Ooh. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. And Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. It's all good, my loves. It's all good. But I think you do need to have a reassessment of your, which is the cup of tea, patience and reassessment. And just write down all the pros and cons of your work, your friendship group, your hobbies, your dreams. And I think you need to chase something new. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for being with me. Beautiful reading. And I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.